Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to do a video on how to grind the Wastelands the best, how to do a proper loop, what block to be in. Not going to go super in depth on what implants you need or statistics or anything, but I'll put my implants on screen. I'll put my stats on screen. I'll put a photo on screen of my current loop that I like to do. And this is where I currently am grinding. That's where that loop is. And I'll show you what I like to do. I recommend doing as close to this loop as I am doing right now, as close as you possibly can. It's best if you have good speed. If you don't have good speed, this loop is a bit difficult. I'm just using the Wraith Cannon there to get a bit of a loop going. Get all the aggro in front of you. One tip I can definitely give you is make sure that the aggro is as close to you as you can without being in reach of those Reapers though. Because if you have them in front of you like this, they won't come behind you. Like you see how many just came in front of me there? All those being in front of me means that they won't come behind me because there's so many zombies on screen. So they don't spawn like that. But this is the exact loop. I've been doing this for 95 levels now. I've currently been doing it now for like 50 levels without dying. So if I were you, I would recommend doing this exact pathway. The Sand Scorcher tends to go through about, I don't know, a stack every 6 minutes or so. I get about 3 levels and with about 10 stacks. You'll be going through a lot of money doing this. Like, you can use up to 15 million just to go from 220 to 325 pretty easily. And that's not including buying speed boosts and stuff if you need those. That's just ammo. If you have to, use the cryo thrower, it's really good for like, see if I was to run up like this through right here and I was getting stuck, because I'm really close to the top, I could use the cryo thrower right there. I recommend using the Wraith Cannon only when you feel like you have to, or if you get stuck, don't go close to these like I just did. Stay as far away from any object as you can, as much in the open. The more zombies on screen in front of you, the better. If they're all in front of you, they ain't gonna spawn behind you. You'll kind of eventually start learning the horde quite a bit too. Like don't ignore the horde. Pay attention to the way they spawn. You'll learn like, okay, well, if they're right in front of me right here, they could come from up here or right here because there's so little zombies. There could be double this right now. They could all of a sudden just pile up from this left side right here. Just seriously, like I could be just overrun from behind right now because there's like, where are they all? There's none. So they're gonna do it from right here though. See, I you eventually learn it quite a bit where you can sort of learn where they're coming from, and these things you can walk over, so don't worry about that. And this specific path that I'm doing right now, you can do in the block one left from this and one left from that also. The one left from that isn't very good, but the one right next to this is pretty good. There's a boss block in this block right now. There's a boss. I don't recommend doing your grinding in a block that has bosses. I've noticed that the aggro seems to be a bit more randomized and chaotic when there's a boss in the block. A couple other tips I can give you is pretty much if you can avoid it, don't shoot the exploding black bones when you're too close to them. They do a ridiculous amount of damage. And if you shoot two or three of them back to back, really close to yourself, you'll kill yourself like instantly. So just avoid that. These titans count as bosses, so you can actually use those towards certain challenges that have to give you boss kills too. So if you're grinding a lot, I've killed like 3,000 of these titans here since I started just this event. I don't recommend going too close to the sides. See, like that, you can get pushed into stuff if you're not careful. Um, Maybe a couple other tips I could probably give you are through what I've noticed is you don't really need anything above. I mean, you could probably do this with a raptor and 10 speed boosts or something pretty easily. But I would recommend having 60 plus, maybe even 70 plus speed and roughly 100 damage to really maximize your XP gain. If you have less damage and stuff, you'll just get less XP. If you got more accuracy too, if you got lots of accuracy, like on your Wraith Cannon or your Raptor, you'll actually do less knockback because your your bullets are hitting in a smaller cone, which causes them to have less knockback. But if it, like me, I've got 100 accuracy, I do pretty big spread right now, so it's tons of knockback even with the Wraith Cannon. Um, I mean, I'm sure there's probably lots I'm missing right now, but that's pretty much the basic tips and tricks I could give you. Try to keep them as close to you as possible. Stay away from the sides. Don't go near things. Keep damn, that was my fault. Keep them as close to you as you possibly can in front of you, because if you don't, they'll spawn behind you in large groups. If you just keep running as fast as you can to stay super far like this all the time, I'll show you. Just like this all the time, just to like stay super far, you'll get huge groups of zombies spawning up behind you. Doesn't seem to be happening right now, but it will happen. And it'll get you killed. Watch out for getting pushed too. If you get pushed and you're running super fast because of it, if you try and run the opposite direction that you got pushed in, you'll get stuck pretty much and you can't move. So be watching that. I'm actually going to switch my armors here very shortly because I'm a little bit worried. I recommend using heavy armor. Honestly, I mean, light armor can give you that extra 5 speed, but it seems just a little bit risky. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say. I mean, there's probably some things I'm missing, and if there is, feel free to put it in the comments below. I'm sure there's tons of extra tips and tricks I could give you. Probably even ones that are very useful to me that I've been using a lot, and I'm really not even thinking of right now. But yeah, I hope you guys find this really helpful. I know there's not a lot of grinding videos and stuff, so I thought maybe after I was near finishing my 325 grind, I would do a video on it, because I don't feel like it's right to do a video on something until you've learned how to do it yourself. And I have certainly done that. So just wanted to say thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you guys are all having a great holiday, and I hope you have a really good day. Thank you very much. Bye.